Hello everyone, let's discuss how to read a input from a system for different data types. For example, let's consider I'm going to enter the input as a hello. Hello is my input. I want to print this input. So to do that, let's see how we can implement that. So in Java, we have a scanner object. So this scanner is from java.util package. So using this scanner object, we can read the input from a system. So let's see how we can do that. Scanner scanner equals to new of scanner. So we have to create an object of scanner, and we are going to enter the system dot in because we are going to read this input from a system. And once you create an object of scanner using scanner dot next, we are going to read the input. So scanner dot next. So scanner dot next method which helps us to read the input. So this is a string input. So I'm going to store it in a string variable. So string data equals to scanner dot next. So once I read the input from a system, I'm going to store in a string variable, and let's print it. System dot out dot println and data, and let's run the program, and you can see the output which is hello. And let's consider the scenario you want to read two inputs. For example, hello, and your second input is books. If you run the same program, it will read only hello and is printing only your first input, because scanner.next, which is going to read only one input at a time. If you want to read your next input, you have to repeat the syntax one more time, and this time you created one more string variable. This is string data2. Let's print data2 as well. Let's clear it and run the program. So this time you can see that you are able to print your first and second input. Okay, so let's consider a scenario. You are the entire sentence as an input. So for that, we are going to use the scanner.nextLine method. So the next line method, which is going to read the entire line as an input. So let's print it. Let's remove this print statement, and yeah, my input is I'm a programmer, and let's run the program. There is a syntax error, thus semicolon was missing. So let's run the program one more time. You can see that the output, I'm a programmer. So scanner dot next lines. So the next line, which is going to read the entire sentence as an input. All right. So let's say I want to read a integer value as an input, for example 50. So I'm going to read the 50 integer value as an input, and I'm going to store it in a integer variable, and I'm going to print it. So let's see, I'm passing 50 and I'm change the data type, and also the method we are going to use is next int. To read the integer value from a system, we are going to use the next int method. Let's run the program, and you can see the output which is 50. Let's clear it, and also let's make some uh, addition of operations. Data plus data, so I'm passing the input as a 50. 50 plus 50 will be 100. Let's run the code. You can see that output which is 100. And now I want to read a double value which is like 20.5. So that we are going to use the next dot scanner dot next double. Also, I want to change my data type of a variable, which is double. So let's print only the input, and I'm passing the 20.5 as a input, and the same input I'm able to see it. Let's make a addition operation for this input. Same input I'm adding one more time, so the output is 41.0. And also, we have a boolean values, right? So boolean means like which holds only true or false. So let's pass the input as a true. To read a boolean value, we are going to use the method which is scanner.next boolean. And let's change the data type because we are going to store the boolean value. So let's print the output. So this time it is printed as a true. Let's pass the output as a false. And you can see that false value is printed. And this is all about how we can read a input from a system for different data types. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe the video for more updates.